guys. This is episode number 2 with your boy, Tamba Malo, and
King Josh, you guys know we are back. We are in action. Hopefully, we're trying to do this thing and be extremely consistent in terms of delivering week after week or bi weekly. But the main idea is to deliver weekly. So, guys, please stay tuned. Um, yes, thank you so much, Gazi. Just one thing, just want Timber to just explain the topic that we'll be having today, and yeah, we'll take it from there.
okay, so today what we're gonna be talking basically is the whole idea of people just working for money consistently, um, versus people developing themselves, right? That topic, it hits very close to home for me because I'm in an industry where um, there is a lot of money within it, right? But when you walk into the industry chasing the money, you miss out on a lot of things, right? You miss out on a lot of like personal growth that could happen in the process, and it's something that I'm very passionate about. And I'm very passionate speaking about that, because of my own personal journey that I've had to go through when it comes to personal growth. And for me to even be sitting here in front of a mic and having the conversation of the Gazi revolution is is a journey of personal growth that I have started going through, right? And it's something that started years and years ago, right? And uh, I think Gazi, can you just, because I've known you for a very long time, and obviously, um, we've done a lot of work together in the past. And with that being said, right, um, can you just tell us about your own personal development from whenever? When did your personal growth begin?
Wow. Okay, so that's interesting. So basically, just a little intro about myself. I think on the last episode I didn't speak much about what I do or what my passion is. So years ago, I started on the path. I think trying to figure out what I want to do, what my passion is, where I see myself, stuff like that. And I've gone through quite a lot of changes in terms of personal growth. There's times I have nothing. There's times I have technically everything that I could imagine, you know. But where I found myself in terms of personal growth is I realized for myself, money played a very little role apart from the fact that I needed to use it to acquire things. Do you understand? Whether I had 10,000, whether I had 100,000. Do you understand? Either I had money or I didn't have money. But there was other work that I needed to do in terms of my personal growth, and sometimes it didn't require money, and technically or basically it required a lot of relationship building with people. So started on the journey, and I realized the idea for me is to really be able to create or to be that custodian of building relationships, you know, to be that guy where I learn to build relationships with a lot of people, because people are the ones that will get you there. You can have money and then you don't have people around you, then what? You understand? And that is where I started realizing that I needed to grow as an individual, but I needed to be able to build quality relationships with other people. People that had something that I wanted, and it was not necessarily money. It could have been a skill, it could have been a resource. Do you understand? And that is when I started realizing that I can also avail myself to other people in terms of assisting in them, in terms of helping them to think a certain way. Because the idea for me was always to become a life coach and a motivational speaker. But I realized that the market, or we always view things as being very hard to do. And we forget that sometimes you can be the motivational speaker in your own house, or you can be the personal trainer in your own house. And hence the idea of charity begins at home. We never really like to start things at home. We always want to we want to be able to do it outside first before we tried that at home. And I figured, you know what, I'm gonna try with my kids, I'm gonna try with my wife, I'm gonna try with anyone and everyone that I can speak to. It's always easier to do it with someone outside because you don't have to be with them for that longer time, you know. But it's a journey that I had to intentionally take because that particular journey also brought me to the point where we are now. I'm looking when I started my journey 10 years ago, 10 years plus ago, when I started my journey, I realized that I've come full circle in the sense that I'm at a place where I'm still growing. It's not like I'm making this podcast because I want money to just start flowing one way. You understand? This is part of my personal growth, and I cannot really put a number to this. For some people, this is actually their livelihood, a podcast. If they're not working on it, they don't get paid, they don't eat. You understand? So I feel like I'm more privileged compared to a lot of people that has to do this to get sponsorships, to get that money. You see where I'm coming from with this?
Yeah.
So that means that my content could easily be, it can be very raw in a sense. Our content is very raw in a sense, and in a sense not altered by the fact that I need to feed someone. But you know, things can change over time. I've always believed in that personal growth. The benefit of money does come at a later stage, especially if you're doing the right things. You understand? You follow the right steps. But I think you can attest to this coming from where you were. You understand? And we've seen each other through heavy times where we had nothing,
Yeah.
and then we had a lot,
Yeah.
and then nothing again.
It's the cycle of life, eh?
You understand?
It's a very indefinite thing that is gonna happen. You know, there's gonna be those highs and those lows that you go through as a person.
Yeah.
And during those times of your lows, I think are the best times for you to start developing yourself.
Yes.
I don't know if you agree with that.
No, I do, because the thing is, you know, I think I said this to my brother. Yeah, we literally lost everything that time. Right? I said to him, and I know he'll most probably he'll watch this, he'll listen to this, and he will know what I'm talking about. There was a time me and him we were going through stuff, you know, and I said to him, dude, in life, the best place to start sometimes is at the bottom. When you rock bottom, when there's no crazy expectations of you, you know, when people can see it's bad, eh? It's bad. Then that's when you start investing in yourself. You start building, because now remember, the eyes have moved in a sense. Yes, they're gonna have these talks of, oh, he had it all, oh, he fell, eh, but that's the time you're like, yeah, now I'm focusing on me. I'm focusing on me. And trust me, when I look at my brother and I look at myself sometimes, and I'm like, yo, a few years ago, like 5 years ago, like, we were in very different space. For as much as we had everything materialistically, we technically had nothing.
Yeah. So just to cut you off a little bit, in preparation, I mean, obviously this conversation came out when I was having this topic came out when I was having a conversation
Yeah.
with my wife, right? And she's obviously someone who has seen me like develop myself
Yeah.
from being a guy who was doing boot camps at a park to being a guy that's now you still remember those days.
Yeah.
To being a guy who, sure, I'm not even saying that I've peaked, because now I'm at the point where I can realize the direction in which things can take me,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Just pin that to your thoughts,
Cool.
right? Being the guy who came from where I came from, where there was difficulties,
Yeah.
right, in making enough money, right, to pay rent, right, to being in a position where even last year I managed to pay my lobola debt free, I didn't approach no bank. I didn't have to sell anything.
Nah,
Nothing.
not even your soul.
Not even you know what I mean? I didn't have to compromise on anything. But um, I don't know if you've heard of the is it the Maslow hierarchy of needs?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's out there. I've
It's
seen
out there.
it before. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And like in my preparation for this thing, I mean I was looking at a lot of different different articles and things, and
yeah,
I mean you'll tell me about the article that you read about like the whole thing.
yeah,
When you say it's quite depressing how people sell themselves.
yeah.
But like if I could just open up my phone, right,
Yeah,
and just to bring a bit of perspective, right?
yeah. You can bring it up.
Um, physiological needs, right, is at the bottom of everything, right? And when we're talking physiological needs, we're talking the need for basic food, water, you know. Well, oxygen is free, but like we have to buy food, we have to pay food. It's things that need money, right? Oxygen is free for now. Hopefully, we don't
For
get
now.
because we don't know where things are going. You know?
Because they want to tax us with solar.
You know,
sun.
we paying for water. Like the other day, I looked at my water bill and
Yo.
I got sober for a moment. Because yeah, you know, you might be floating in I'm making
Yeah.
money, then boom, the water bill come. You know, but like when I mentioned those few things, right?
Yeah.
Do you realize that those are things that need money, right? To get food, water, shelter, you know, those are at the bottom, very, 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 very bottom, right? But at the very top of it all is self actualization.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, reaching full potential, becoming everything one is capable of becoming.
Yeah.
And this is one of the reasons why I even thought that this conversation needs to be had on the Gazi Revolution. Remember, we are revolutionaries, okay? Not revolutionaries in the traditional sense. I am not about to wear no beret or run around and, you know,
Yeah.
having campaigns or anything like that. The Gazi Revolution, we know, is all about just revolutionizing just your life, right? Um, and like basically turning it around, just like I turned a lot of things around in my own entire life,
Yeah.
my own personal life.
Yeah.
But like at the top of everything, self actualization
Yeah.
be the most important thing.
Up there.
Reaching your potential. I think everyone, right, wants that. I could be wrong. Hey guys, just let us know if you're wrong about that in the comments. But um, everybody wants to know their full potential and work in their most fullest capacity.
Yeah.
But money,
Okay. Okay.
money.
Okay. Luckily, we
Yeah,
there's two of us. Yeah.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Money is a big factor.
No, it is. It's like a person on its own now. It's like a category on its own. You know,
Yeah.
it's like alcohol.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're in lockdown.
Yeah.
Alcohol was a person on its own.
Yeah,
You know, in the
Yeah.
cabinet somewhere.
yeah.
No, it's true. Look, money plays a very big role, guys. Money plays a very big role. Um,
So
and
us even having this conversation is
Yeah.
not bastardizing or disregarding
no,
money.
no,
But
definitely
we're trying to put money in a place where it actually belongs.
adds value or
Yeah.
yeah, it belongs.
Yeah,
Look, years ago, I listened to a very interesting guy. I won't mention the name. Even the free publicity, no ways. He's got too much money,
yeah,
you know. But
Yeah.
listen to him, and he made examples of what money is, and I could resonate towards that because I'd read a book even before that regarding money. Money is a commodity, right? Why attach your feelings? You know how many people attach feelings to money?
Yo,
Yeah, let's be honest.
You don't want to mess with people's
And their money, you understand? Money has no respect for you, has
Yeah.
no love for you, doesn't care about you,
Yeah.
right? Quote that I had, and this is when I had no money. Quote that I had, I said, love people more than money. That's what I said.
Can I add to that quote?
Yes, please.
Love people more than money, then the money will come.
Why not?
Yeah.
And not everything you've acquired, you physically had to take out money and pay for it. True or false?
You're so.
Think about
Not
it.
a lot, eh? Not a lot.
So yes, money does play that role, right? To say that here, money, it adds value when you're buying something, right? But most of the time, when you think about it, some of the things, or most of the things you have is based on the relationship you have with other people. And that is something that I've realized. We sell cutting off people. We sell cutting off broke friends. We sell because remember, your today is not your tomorrow. Okay, there are some people that they hit the curve. They must be loved from far.
Yeah.
I don't dispute that.
Yeah.
But like I said earlier, about building those quality relationships.
Yeah.
And it's not that you want to benefit from them. Because sometimes things just come to you because of the kind of personality you have.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's what you've put in. You didn't realize that you've built a quality relationship.
Yeah.
You were just working. You were just doing you.
So before you even carry on even further, you said we have a tendency of cutting off our broke friends. I don't
Voila.
you know it's not this for me being broke, right? It's not a financial thing.
No, it's a mental thing.
It's a mental thing, and that's the thing
You're
for me a lot
broke
of
in
the
your
times.
mind.
Yes, and the reason why I've kind of distanced myself
Yeah.
from a lot of broke people, right?
It's the mental.
It's not that they were meant. I mean, I know broke people who had money. Who have-
Yeah, broke people that
Who
budget
have-
on other people.
Yeah, basically.
No,
who have,
that's true.
Who
eh?
have?
Yeah.
I know this one individual, right? Who has like who's had like 3 big cars in their lives, right? And a couple of times that was being funded off the backs of family members. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They were promoting this lifestyle like, look, we doing well, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And come to find out that this individual was actually exploiting his son.
That's some crazy stuff because you do find that, eh? When you do speak about some people, they are broke to you on surface, and then you support their habits, and then boom, you were taking a taxi. Boom, this person rocks up with a car. Be like, bitch. Clearly, when I was uplifting you, when you were not uplifting me.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you need to also know who to play with. You know? Some people are so secretive. They really come across as, ooh, hey, I'm bad, and then boom, they hit you with big things. And you're like, this guy's building back rooms. Yeah, this guy is building double stories.
Yeah.
You understand? You're like, but if it's, you were coming to me asking me for 5 rand or for, and you didn't know if that 5 rand was my last.
Yeah.
You don't know if my kids were eating. You don't know if, you understand, if I had transport money for the next day. You cared for the fact that you had to get that 5 rand. You understand? Because whether you were saving, maybe you had 40K in your account, and you were saving that money, and you're taking 5 rand from me, not knowing if I'm going to make it to work tomorrow.
But also,
Do you see
again,
that
also
concept?
again, right? I always ask myself, because all those people who are always taking from people's money, money from people, suggest something, right, that they can do. And a lot of these people actually have a lot of time in their hands.
Yeah.
Because it just doesn't make sense how one can ever get themselves in that kind of situation.
Yeah.
But like now, it suggests something small, right? That will eventually become like a big thing.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's I'm still gonna do this. I'm still gonna
Okay.
do this, guys. As soon as things clear up in my life and stuff like that, I am gonna start a florist, right?
Flowers.
Flowers. Right?
Okay.
So I went to this individual who was always like, hey man, I need help. Um, because my business, this and this and
Yeah.
that. You know these entrepreneurs, they need money to get money and then da 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 da.
Ish.
And one day I was like, but dude, you get money once in a while, right? Why don't you do something that is gonna consistently
Generate income.
generate
Yeah.
income so that when you do get that contract, right, you have some kind of capital to fund it.
Yeah.
And the person was like, nah, it's gonna be too much work, right?
Oh.
And ba- basically that person has a lot of time. I can go visit that person tomorrow. I can decide that I'm gonna visit that person tomorrow morning around 11 o'clock. I will find them in the house. I don't even need to call. I'll just get to the gate and boot. If I don't find them tomorrow and I go back on Tuesday, I'm gonna find them. Right? And I'm like, but do you know that in this time that you are not working, you don't have a contract, you could be developing yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Me, I don't like people who just sit in the house the whole time. Growing up, I was required to sit in the house. For me, I just think that it's silly, you know, sit in the house and read books. But for me, it's out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You
It's,
see.
it's
Yeah.
everything is out there.
Yeah.
And because of that, I have the opportunities that I come across.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not saying that I'm better than most people.
No, you're
I'm not,
different.
I'm not better than
Remember, we
anyone
take
else.
better out of this equation. We always be different.
Yeah,
We are very different.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's the way. Yeah, that's a safer way to put it.
Yeah, we're very
You know,
different.
because it's easy to be tempted to say like, you know what, I'm better than that person
Yeah.
because
A, B, and C.
you know, while I was out there, you know, grinding and putting in the work, they were sleeping.
Yeah.
You know,
No, we're different.
You
Maybe
know.
maybe sleeping brings some development to some people. Who knows? Maybe sleeping is a thing for them. You know.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah, but they want money.
But they want money. They're sleeping. I know. Like I can attest to what you're saying, and I can really. Phew. Yes, yes. Some people want it easy.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah,
And easy normally, easy come, easy go.
yeah,
It should be the instant things, you know, the instant noodles, you know. But that instant noodles only makes you two for 2 minutes at the same time as well.
and
That's-
there's a lot of harmful things inside these
You understand?
things. Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, no, I hear you guys. And I think sometimes it's just about being careful as to who you're building relationships with, who you let too close to you, because some people can damage you. It's a thing. Last week you said hurt people, and that sometimes that's what it's about, you know. So it's just about being careful who you build those relationships with, you know. Also, just kind of coming back to the actual topic on growth, personal growth versus money, basically. A lot of people currently, we know this for sure, chase money, but don't develop themselves. In a sense, finding out really what your true purpose is. And trust me, no people are going to tell you what your purpose is. You need to find it for yourselves. I was told, Josh, you are 28, right? You are 28 years old. You don't know your purpose. You don't know what you want out of life. You will only know what you want out of life when you're in your 30s. 39.
you know.
I understand my purpose. And I know what I'm good at. Imagine it took me that long. I know what I'm good at. It sometimes conflicts with what I'm currently busy with. But I've for years now, for the past 3-4 years, whatever job I get, I love my job. Because you must bear in mind that job pays for a lot of other comforts. I'm not going to sit around just complaining about my job. Tomorrow I don't have it. Guess what? What happens to my kids? What happens to me? You understand?
Yeah.
I'm also the type of person that doesn't use my kids as an excuse to say I do things because of them. Yes, I would love to leave a wonderful legacy for them, but I do things that can make me happy. In turn, I can make sure that they are happy. It sounds crazy. It sounds maybe like, yeah, this guy is full of nonsense. That's fine. You understand? But I do know, I know myself better. And I even handle things differently because I'm like, okay, I see it. So you guys, you love talking to people.
Yeah.
One of the guys that helped me fix the car last year, I said to him, I would really one day I would love to make money talking. Why can't I do that? So many people are doing it. Why can't I do that?
Yeah.
There's another person maybe out there that's saying, why can't I make money fixing cars? Why can't I make money driving cars? What you understand? People have most probably got different passions and different talents. But we don't understand passion. We don't understand actual talent. And as soon as you dig deep into yourself, and it's about talking about those quiet moments. Remember last week you talked about stop listening to people. Because people will always say, but why don't you do this? Hey, why don't you do that?
Yeah.
They're not willing to do it. They want to ask you, why don't you do it? No. It's about understanding who you are.
But hence,
Understanding your passions.
Hence, I even am on that mission
Personal growth.
to actually do the thing that someone else was saying is impossible.
Yeah.
Because they think it's impossible. I'm only just, it's a suggestion. Me, I'll never force you to do anything
You know?
that you don't want to. But I mean, how much of an effort, right? Maybe I'm just, and for all the people who are out there growing flowers, please just school me about
How much effort it
how
takes.
much effort it is. But like, I just think to myself that if you dedicate an X amount of time in your day, right, to doing one thing,
Yeah.
right, and you don't have to do. I mean, I picked up a new hobby over the days,
Yeah.
over the years. Well, beginning of the year,
Yeah.
and that is building.
Yeah, I see you built quite a few things.
Yeah, I built.
No, I've seen the structures,
you know, and
engineered work, yeah.
and like woodwork, it's like I'm fascinated about like just building things from
Putting things
scratch,
together.
you know, and you know the pride of actually seeing a chair that you built yourself. It doesn't have to be the best chair, but for the fact that you built that chair, you know,
Yeah.
it gives that thing of saying that I actually have potential
Yeah.
to do something in it. For me, that's something that's always been at the top because from whatever potential I've had,
Yeah.
right, it grew to where I am currently. The potential I might have, and just a little bit of a history lesson about like myself.
Yeah.
So I've never met my granddad,
Okay.
but whenever they speak about my granddad, they talk about how he was an entrepreneur, businessman,
Yeah.
right? And he was a carpenter, right? Maybe that's where the fascination of woodwork comes
Yeah.
from.
It's kind of in the Levi jeans, eh?
Yeah, it's in the
Yeah.
the genes. But like, you know, when I think about it, it's like um, he had an entire factory, right? Like a generation later,
Yeah.
my mother's got a cleaning business.
So the entrepreneurial thing is within.
It's a thing that's kind of been like, you know, dropped down from generation
Yeah.
to generation. But there's always that thing where they just hit a brick wall, you know, with their businesses. And it's like
Yeah.
me being like third generation of that,
Yeah.
I kind of feel like I need to interrupt that whole thing.
That thing, yes.
You know what
yes.
I'm saying? Like, okay, boom, factory.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, like, I don't have a factory. My granddad had a factory. You know what I mean? And what's sad about it is my granddad could not give it to my dad. and it couldn't be something that I had.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Someone was saying something very interesting the other day. He was saying that we must work hard, right, in order to basically give a legacy to our grandchildren.
Yes, someone
Yeah.
needs to sacrifice something for the generations to come.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not your children,
No.
your grandchildren.
No.
Meaning that your kids need to see your grind and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But whatever legacy that they have, it should be something that your kids have. Your the grandkids, meaning that your parents,
Yeah.
right, they hand it down to your grandkids eventually. Where I mean, I know of a few like successful businesses where the son got skipped, you know.
And it went to the grandchild.
It went to the grandchild, but like here's the fascinating thing about all of this.
Yeah.
The kid that got skipped has got his own business.
Oh, so he took from the father and he says, no, I'm gonna go and create my own.
Yeah.
But he could obviously see this work ethic, this
Yeah.
effort from the
Yeah.
it's true, right?
You know?
And obviously he was creating his own little legacy there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
And I mean, with that being said, there's also those dramas that come with those dynamics. But
Yeah.
That's another story for another day.
Yeah.
But like, you touched on something interesting, right? Where you said your purpose, right? You coming to understand your purpose. And just correct me if I'm wrong when I say this, right? A lot of the times we connect our purpose to the thing that we do for money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think that is right, or do you think that is wrong?
Yeah.
Or do you think,
okay.
do you think it's a little bit of both?
I think you can say maybe a little bit of both, because remember, it's like coming back to what you said earlier on, is that you need money for certain things, you understand? And but not for everything, guys. Stop letting people lie to you like that. Sorry to say this, but stop believing in nonsense saying we need money for every little thing. No. Sometimes build relationships.
Money solves problems.
Money problems, yes.
You know?
Like high water bills.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
But coming back to that, I think both. I think both, because your purpose can help you make money. Your passion can help you make money. You understand? But don't make it to start being too much of a job, number one. Don't make it
Takes away the fun.
Yes, once it interferes with a lot of other things, with family time, you understand? And once you sit with your family and you start complaining about your passion, now you got problems. Now you need to find another passion. You understand? I think the reason why I said my passion, my purpose is to speak to, I've been speaking to people for the longest time. So me, growing up, I was very shy and I didn't speak much. So I used to observe a lot. So what I did is I used that to my advantage growing up. And I would observe people's behaviors. I would know who's going to do what now and what they're going to say now, because I would observe people a lot. And that helped me into my adulthood even, where I would observe people and their behaviors. And it made it easier for me to be able to deal with people and with certain situations. Do you understand? So the whole speaking part, I've always admired people that spoke well. And I was lucky, I got to work in a call center. First proper job, proper job was to work in a call center. Guess what you do in a customer service call center? You talk the whole day for 8 hours. so I was in customer service for quite a long time, so I've had a lot of practice. So my job actually didn't make me miserable, or I was placed in I can almost say I was strategically placed, because if I was not there and I was always working in the background, not speaking to people, do you think we would be sitting here right now?
I don't think so.
Do you understand? So everything has a way of linking up. So the universe will feed you or will present you with things that will get you to a certain point. But not all of us believe in that kind of uh, stuff. You know what I mean? But I believe I kind of see the link up now that I understand myself better. Not what people are saying I should be doing. Not what it's been said to say, oh, he's gonna be such a no. This everything is about self, myself. Do you understand? And that's what I understand, okay, fine, you know what? To be honest, with this whole Gazi Revolution podcast, funny enough, it can make money. So that means that funny enough, if I keep at this, put in the efforts, you know, do the editings, do the this, do the that, do the
By
that.
the way, Josh is the guy who does all the hard work. I provide the space, right? I provide the
It's a joint
snacks
effort, guys.
and the drinks, you know, and yeah, but yeah, as you like you say, um, you do believe that this is something that can make money from.
Yeah.
I personally just I like engaging, and,
Yeah.
and you guys must really stay tuned for the Gazi Revolution because we're gonna start having some guests. Eh? We're not gonna
Blow
announce
your
it.
mind.
We're not gonna announce it just yet.
Yeah.
But we're just finalizing a few conversations with
Yeah.
some big people, you know, in the industries, that we know personally, and in a very intimate way.
Yeah.
You'll understand when we say in an intimate way when it comes, you know.
Yeah.
But back to what you were saying, Gazi, how this thing can make money,
Yeah.
right? Me, I'm just here for the vibes. I will always say that for a lot of things.
Yeah.
My money maker is my money maker,
No, definitely, yeah.
and it's keeping me busy.
Yeah.
But I will never take away food from someone else's table.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
And shout out to all the big podcasts out there. You know, your Mac G's, South African ones in particular. Your Mac G, is it Mac G?
Black Pan.
You know, Black Pen, and I mean, one of my favorite ones is the BT podcast. Ideas that matter.
Yeah.
You know, that's the name of the podcast. It's like ideas that matter. You know, and
Serious.
yeah,
I haven't started seeing it.
bro,
I need to.
I'm a subscriber to that thing. I mean, he drops stuff like very regularly.
Everything about podcasting is new to me.
You know what, bro?
Everything.
I binge listen to even Penyo. I was binging a lot of his stuff. I binge listen to a lot of these things. Even DJ Smooth, I binge.
The Hustlers Corner.
The Hustlers.
I haven't gotten around to listening to him yet. Look, I think I live in a little bit of a cave.
Yeah.
I heard the word podcast. I went googling stuff, and I realized, oh, it's something I can do.
Yeah.
So I didn't listen to too many people's things. Remember, I was asking you for content.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said, I need to find out what's out there. Please send me.
I
Even to my friend Mark. I was like, Mark, what are you listening to, Gazi? You know? So Mark sent me some stuff, and I'm like, oh, so this is what it's about. And yeah, I was preaching the word. I want to start a podcast. Yet I haven't even listened to one.
Well, fortunately for you, I mean, you're around a lot of people that actually listen to podcasts.
Yes.
And like I say, for me, it's not. In fact, I don't like talking. You know, if I personally were to choose a job, I'd choose a job where I don't have to talk much in a day.
Yeah.
Right?
You actually talk a lot because of your job.
A bit more than I prefer.
Yeah. From the time you get to the airport, it's done.
So I mean, my early gigs, fortunately, there's less people. That's when I listen the most.
Okay.
But the rest of the day, you know, teaching people.
Let's talk.
It's talk.
And you know what hit me? Sorry, Gazi. You know what hit me was the fact that I think a month or two ago, I was working the night shift, and I was by myself, and I had no one to talk to, and I think that's what hit me. Like, no, dude, you enjoy talking to people. Talking is your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to a point where you even consider career change. In that sense.
You know, for me, and this message is not for everybody.
Yeah.
It really isn't for everybody. If you're working for money, shout outs to you. Do your thing.
No, yeah,
But-
whatever works for you guys. Guys,
but,
it's
I
just
mean-
opinions, yeah? Eh?
I mean, we have a 17-year-old doing the editing on the other side.
He's producing, he's controlling everything
He's
right
controlling.
now.
He's
He's in control.
Yeah, he's been giving us signals about your vocals, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. And it's like he's on a we don't know. Do you wanna come into the camera for like 2 seconds here? And just say
A few words.
A few
Grab
words,
the mic, just plug it in there. Introduce yourself to the world of the revolutionaries. Just make sure that one has a switch, so you have to switch it on. Just check if it's on there.
Okay.
Can you see it there?
Yes, it's on.
It's on. Just sit down, Timber, just create some space there
yeah, absolutely.
for our young Gazi here.
So let's,
You're gonna have to take it
You're
out.
gonna have to pick it up
Ah,
a little
no.
bit, yeah.
so yeah, I'm obviously a bit shy because
Ha! This guy is shy. This guy posts on YouTube, he's shy. And TikTok. Ha! Really? I'm
obviously
just playing,
it's because like I'm not like it's a thing of you get shy with people you're not comfortable with. And
Okay.
so obviously you guys it's like a new thing to sit down with you guys and but yeah, I'm Kenzo, Uncle Kenzo on YouTube, and I do content, and cause it's something I love to do, and it's something I think I can make something out of that. Like I don't have to spend anything yet, but then it's something that can like play a big role in my life. It can change like literally my life.
Yeah.
You see, so it's a thing of obviously you have to do school, but I do content as like my side hustle or
Side passion.
yes, basically.
Side passion.
I think like you said, you find your passion like when you're older. But like I think for now, this is like my passion, content creating, and that's why like I'm here with you guys because like obviously I'm interested in content.
Yeah.
And obviously it wouldn't be boring for me to just like come and help you guys
Yeah, true.
because I'm also learning.
Yeah.
Yes. So
No, man, it's good to have you here, man. Thank you very much for coming with us, though.
for sure.
No, thank you very much. I think the one thing, guys, when you reach a certain age, or even as you're growing, the one thing, show youngsters your passion. Because when we were leaving the house, you heard what Jeremiah said, right?
Yes.
Ask Uncle Timber, when are we going to start training again?
Mm.
All he wants to do is train. Do you understand? So there's certain things that we as grown-ups can instill into youngsters. Sometimes we think they don't listen or they're stubborn, but obviously repeated a question, a message enough, it will land somewhere, So I think putting in Chabi, I think is perfect. Kenzo,
Yes.
Uncle Kenzo, yes. So pulling in Uncle Kenzo could be something that we can look at and say in the future, you know what, Uncle Kenzo, we are running with you now. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I understand.
So it's one of those things that you just really need to get yourself. Uncle Kenzo, you came too fast, sir. But don't worry, we'll discuss it later. We'll discuss it later. But yeah, no, guys, I don't know if we're calling this a wrap.
Yeah, man. I think this conversation is obviously not one that is. I hope my mic is audible enough.
Yeah.
From this distance, I'm also learning, guys. I'm learning how mics work. Because our last episode, the audio, my vocals were non-existent. Non-existent, and the stuff
we amplified it.
the stuff that I I spoke about in that podcast, I kind of feel was very very important. The name of the podcast episode is Flow, right?
Yeah, it's getting things started.
Yeah,
The start of great things
yeah,
flow.
Flow.
The start of great things flow. Yeah.
And I talk about like riding the wave because I'm riding a wave.
Yeah.
And as you're riding the wave, I was telling you I'm not gonna talk about this on camera or over the podcast just yet.
Yeah.
But like I got hit by another wave. There was
Yes.
another wave that was coming.
Yeah.
That started coming. And I got on that wave and I was a little bit nervous in the beginning, and then all of a sudden I'm hearing that potentially there could be
Another.
a whole entire tour that could come out of it. Not gonna get into details
No.
about it
Yeah.
just yet, but like, I mean, when the time is right, I will discuss it. And yeah, like, and immediately, right, when that thing came about, the first thing I started thinking about was, damn, I am so underprepared for a lot of these things.
Yeah.
I need to go develop knowledge, more knowledge. And, and just to sum it up, it's about like self defense stuff, right? But I'm personally not a person who really um, believes in self defense. Air quotes. You know those videos that guys, people coming, when a guy comes, hold your neck, you do this, da da da. No. I believe in safety and security, then self defense comes afterwards. Safety and security. It's awareness.
Yeah.
Right? Um, that's the most important type of self defense that you can have. But not to give away a lot of it. It's got a lot to do with like self defense. And I'm riding this wave, and I'm starting to think, damn, I need to study. I need to go to school now. I need to put myself in in those circles and start like acquiring the knowledge about
Yeah.
those things that I feel or I think
Are
important
necessary.
and necessary when
Yeah.
it comes to those. Because to be truthful and honest,
Now do your thing, Gazi.
needing to have self defense basically means that
It will be on there.
we live in a country, or we live in a world
Yeah.
that is dangerous
Yeah. Where there's dangers at any corner.
at any point.
Yeah.
So how do you
And
protect
a lot of
yourself?
violence also.
Yeah,
You understand? Yeah.
you know. So I mean, just to wrap it up, um, this will be an ongoing conversation that we will be having.
Yeah.
We will also be looking at Chubby's growth in the process.
Yes.
I'm not gonna say I'm a mentor, I mentor other things. But in terms of content creating, Josh is a good person for that.
I'm learning, bruh.
And
I got like what, 2 weeks experience?
yeah. And yeah, guys, you know what, ne? If you ever listen to our podcast, just feel free to, I mean, chip in your opinions of what you think about
Yeah.
the things that we do. If I look dusty and I should wear a suit rather, hey, let me know. Let us know. You know what I
I
mean?
think no, we need to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
One episode we hit suit, men in black glasses. Why
No,
not?
absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
man. Let's take it up a notch.
But like I said, we just here to learn.
Yeah.
And I'm actually very excited to see where this thing could lead.
No, same here. Honestly, I think I get nightmares sometimes, and I sometimes don't sleep because I can picture how big this can be. Do you
Bigger
understand?
than me, eh?
Because remember, we still raw. We're not filtered or anything like that. Like I said, we don't have outside agendas yet. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we can speak about almost anything and everything,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and that is exciting.
Mm.
That is exciting, and I don't want to take that away from this platform. I want this platform to be a platform where we can just be free and discuss ideas, discuss things. You understand? And even again, our audience self, if we can have them on this platform, you know, for them to be able to speak
Yeah.
their minds and stuff
Yeah.
like that, you know. So as you guys can see, we already roped in Chavi to say, hey man, come say a few words
Yeah.
here, you know. So anyone, we'll just pull in anyone and just have a conversation.
Just don't be in our radar, because we're gonna be coming for you.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Don't worry, man. Yo,
Yeah.
we puppies, man. We harmless guys. We just love engaging people.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I I actually started with Timber. We started together because of we easily engage with each other. You understand? And we share different opinions. We can't say we think alike. There's
No.
things we agree on, and there's
Yeah.
things we see very differently.
Yeah.
Very differently. So I think that's what you want. You don't always want someone that agrees with you. Yeah, no, it's fine. No, guys.
Yeah, it's not the
We
greatest.
sometimes need a difference of opinion. We sometimes need those people to keep us in check as well.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
that we don't think that we are bigger than what we truly are, because
Yeah.
we're only as big as our audience at the end of the day
Yeah.
as well. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
man. But guys,
So just to close it off, Gazi, can you just tell us where we are available? Which platforms are we available on
so
at the moment?
currently we are on Spotify. We are on Spotify. First episode is there. We've also, last week Thursday, I released a video on YouTube. So you can comment on YouTube. Please do, guys. Just link us up there. You can get me on my Twitter handle, Joa underscore Joa. Yeah, Twitter. Yo, Twitter. Black Twitter. Twitter. Yo. Yeah, scary place, eh? You
I'm
can
not
also
on
get
Twitter,
me on Instagram at King Josh underscore 210326. You can also get Master Temba here.
Timba Vander Kumalo, right? The
That
Vander,
Insta.
what's that?
That Insta.
Yeah, that's Insta, and I think my Facebook as well. Sure, that's how uninvolved I am with my
Now
social.
we'll get more involved.
But yeah, like I say, I mean, we will be asking for you guys' opinions. We'll share the links on our own personal um, platforms
Yes.
for now. But you guys can also be on the lookout for the Gazi Revolution,
The actual pages.
actual pages,
Handles and stuff.
handles and that kind of stuff. Where, I mean, we'll even share like articles, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or scary things that we see, or positive things, you know.
Yeah.
I'm a lover of positive things, you know. Things about like personal growth, just like the idea of this conversation
Yeah.
as well, you know. So I think we should be good.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. Chavi, last few words before we close.
As
Set.
few, I'd say to everyone, focus on like growing as a person before like growing things you wanna have and stuff, like become a better person, and then you're gonna have the better things that you want. So like it's a thing of, as you guys' idea purpose of the podcast was growing money and growing with like personally. I'd say grow personally first and become a better person, because if you're not a better person and like maybe you get money but like you're not a better person, you know, there's ways where you can like use money in a bad way, and then it's like some people who come out at blow heads and stuff like that. Exactly. So I'd say,
Understand the purpose of money.
yeah, I'd say grow as a person first, and then you can work on your money.
Perfect. Love that. Love that, good. As a final words?
Yeah, guys, just stay tuned, eh?
Yeah.
We here. The Gazi Revolution is here to stay.
No, definitely, guys. Thank you very much for the support. I think that's one of the things that I saw with the first episode. Thank you for the support, guys. Guys, stay alive. I'll tell you that much. The moment you stop learning, that means you're dead. So while you're still breathing, keep learning, keep working hard. Thanks, guys.